Come on, Mr. Jimbo. Stream some games for the turkeys. Good evening, everyone. Good morning. Good whatever time of day it is. Who knows what time it is now? Now the clocks have gone back for most of us in the world, apart from you Americans. For some reason, you do it this weekend instead. Way ho. But hope everyone's doing well. Welcoming Rascal, Bonjano, Nathan, and Cameron. So you for welcoming. I hope you're having a grand Monday. Mine's going alright so far. Beat someone in the league who hasn't lost the game all season in Flint. He has like a bunch of low 70s in Flint. I beat him with a couple of out of position folks, so I wasn't expecting that whatsoever. But yeah, it's been an alright day. I've got some big games for the agency coming up later. We've got Blades versus myself in bronze, which I keep umming and ahhing what I'm going to do about it, because I'm a bit of a predicament where I need to sort of like kind of rest players for it for the final cup game tomorrow, but I can't afford to rest the players for today, because if I lose, Blade's going to give me shit for a long time, and I can't deal with that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Cameron, you're saying playing a new formation tonight, the only formation my opponent seems to have struggled against this season. Aye. Good luck with that. I run a 3-5-2-B. I know Blades will relentlessly run a 4-2-4. And I did win 5-2 yesterday against a 4-2-4. But it's nowhere near what I'm going to be. The caliber of that strength, the caliber of that team won't be as good as what Blade is going to be tonight. So I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do for it. I don't really know. I love 3-5-2-B. That's what I've always ran. I reckon if you looked at all my matches since Season 1, I would imagine about 90% of them in both League and Cup have been 3-5-2-B. Also, why can't I play 4-3-3 with 2 CMs, a cam, and a winger? Is that not one of the... I don't really look at 4-3 formations because I've not really got wingers in my agency. Is that not... Is it currently like CMs and a cam rather than 2 CDMs, is it? Let me have a look. What 4-3-3s have we got? Welcome in, Blades. So what is that? Are they centre mid positions? They are, aren't they? Centre mids. Centre mids. A centre mid and a CDM. And then what's the false 9 is just the same. Yeah, I think having 2 CDMs and cam would probably be quite nice. Blades, am I ready? Yes and no. If I've literally just been speaking about our matchup. I'll share my screen now, sir. You can play it on FIFA, so it must be a formation. Oh, I'm messing. I'm in a bit of a predicament. There we go, Bonjana with the 5 streak. It's 5 stream streak. What are we now? Snapchat? I'm in a predicament where I want to win against Blades, obviously. I don't want to lose a game. We've won our last 5 league games in a row, but I'm also in a position where I need to win tomorrow's cup game, because I really want to get out of the group stage. I was down and out until I won my last 2 games, which I wasn't intending on winning. So now I'm like, poo. I actually need to kind of... I have swapped out a few players for our matchup tonight, Blades. I'm not going to try and double bluff or triple bluff or anything like that. Because of fitness and 2 because of this cup game. But I'm still pretty confident though. Yeah, you're well out of the cup. I saw that. You've binned it. But because if I was completely out of the cup, if I hadn't won the match 4 in the group stage, I would have rotated into the last one, then been better preparation for this. Or maybe I am double buffing, triple bluffing. Who knows? Maybe I am taking the piss a bit. I'm always going to wind you up until the match starts. Get in your head, fella. Get in your head. Although I do worry about the 4-2-4 versus my 3-5-2-B if I'm going to be playing that. Ooh. Speaking of spooky things and unpredictable, you're going to die for the 3 points. Good old Mr. Warnock. Speaking of things which we... Oh, hello. Where is it? This. Speaking of spooky things. Something spreading through MFL? Anyone hazard a guess? What a legend. We've got this lightning bolt. What looks to be sort of like a Wolverine. And then Alliance, that's what you reckon, Cameron? What? So what do you mean? When you say Alliance, what do you mean by that? Like a sort of tournament similar to the Gold Rush one? I imagine that's what you're trying to allude to. Yeah, my guess is it's probably like a mid-season event because Halloween is on Friday and the mid-season sort of is Wednesday to, well, Friday essentially, even though the transfer window I think is Saturday. Let me double check that so I'm not being an absolute numpty here. Yeah, mid-season. It has to scroll way down to the bottom. Go on, scroll. There we go. Yeah, Wednesday to Saturday. Dracula versus Frankenstein. Okay, I like that. It's clearly got something to do with this here. This lightning bolt. Is that something to do with like energy, fatigue? Maybe not. Maybe I'm deep in it. Oh, genuinely, hand on heart, I ain't got a clue what this is. Hand on heart, I ain't got a clue what this is. I ain't got a clue. Cameron, genuinely, brother, I've not got a clue what this is. The Gold Rush one, yes, I knew what was happening there, but I've genuinely not got a clue about this one. That's why I'm asking for you guys what you guys think, because I ain't got a clue. What if I find it weird that they've just done like two logos at the same time? Like, well, that would have been cool enough. Remember, guys, there's a watch along as well, so if anyone's got any games going on, let me know, and I'll free to pop them up. A Lightning Bolt 3... Like has anyone... It's Wolverine, right? 3? With the stripe going through it. And the B. What does the B mean, man? The B's got to stand for something. Lightning B... Wolverine. Yep, there we go. Brilliant. I've nailed it. What do everyone people think it is? Injuries? No, I don't think it's that. Good meme. Whatever it is, the French have... No! The French have not won. They're deleting 352B. Fuck, I'm done for then. I am done for. They delete 352B. I've got no hope. Feels like the last week they've just turned off progression for my players. We're getting to that point in the season now, folks, where it might feel like progression just gets turned off. Because of how... Excuse me a second. Because of how... Yeah, because of how the match or the XP system works, where you earn more XP towards like the earlier stages of the season. It's not the early stages of the season. It's the earlier games. It's not in the early games. Up to about 12 to 14 matches. That's when a player has earned like something like 70% or 6. Well, I don't. Let's fact check myself here before I start rambling about stuff. Let me put up the white paper. Because I know someone's made a brilliant graphic for this, but I can never find it. What are we looking for? We're looking for... So, a player essentially earns 80% of their match XP by playing half the games of the season. So, put up the Bible exactly. So, if we're talking, we've got a minimum of 28 games. That's the assumption you're in a 12-man league, 12-team league, and you're playing all 6 games in the cup, right? So you've got 22 in the league, 6 in the cup as a minimum for the group stage, right? That means once your players have played about 13 games in the season, 14 games in the season, they're probably already acquired about 80% of their... But Cameron, are they at the moment 11 to 8? Are they 8 to 11? Like, what are mine? Let me just look at my Wyverns. What are my Wyverns? Don't know why I said are they then. What are my Wyverns? Well, they're probably not the team I should check, but... See, most of them are 13, 11... So these... Well, the goalkeeper's kind of expected, but... Realistically, you get to about 14 games, it starts petering off. 8:25, thank you, Bonjano. We will, of course, get your game on, sir. But it definitely does feel like that. That sometimes towards the latter half of the season, I've done very well with the Wyverns. I've just been on the lucky side to it. Like, I think my progression... I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus ones. one thing to note is that this player here, who's actually on a killer, he was packed in pre-season. So, sometimes, if anything, I'm hoping he's going to be a bit of a beast. Being a right back with a centre back is his tertiary position, already gaining like passing, defending, and physical. I think he's like an 86 rated at centre back now. This guy's going to be an absolute monster for me. One geezer was just at 15 games and 55 because some crazy guy just keeps playing him. Yeah, we discussed this in the most recent pod, which is still technically premiering right now because it's about 2 hours long. We bring on Snake, we bring on Palmer, we bring on Zuta. Obviously, if you guys are in here, you know who all those people are. So one of the points we discuss is about like, should there just be like a recall function? It's a bench talk episode, and for those who don't know what the bench talk episodes are, they're essentially an episode where we just talk about anything and everything. A lot of the time we focus on like a particular manager or a particular topic. Bench talk is essentially, right, come to the episode, bring like a bunch of things you want to talk about, and let's just rattle through them and get everyone's opinions on them. Like nothing's off the table. Risu, aloha. How are you, sir? Good to see you in here. But big thanks to those who already tuned into part of that. Apologies that I'm streaming at the same time. You probably have to pause it. I never want you guys to have to pause a bit of WenDirk content, but you have to for the streams on a Monday. Blades, I'll pop that up in a second, fella. Morning, Slippery Fish. Let's have a look at my schedule right now. If it's going to work. Who have I got that's playing in a bit? Saying that last season, my club, I just played the same 11 every game as I got bored. But Nep got me into MFL. Oh, Nep got many people into MFL. Did you own all 11 players? Because if you just ran them, I guess from a progression point of view, as long as they don't go down below 60, then playing them every game is like, from a progression point of view, is not horrendous. I guess the one thing that can have an impact is the match performance penalties, but that's negligible, really. I'm just seeing how my players are getting on here. They're even playing. They are. I've got 3 on this team or 4? 3. Wolf, Cecilio, Franklin, bit of a goat, and where's the other guy? I'm tripping out. Maybe only got. How did I count? I don't know. It is inevitable that you buy a few packs. I don't disagree. However, at the same time. But at the same time, what he said, what Nep said there, and what many other people say about you just need a club, that's technically not false at the same time, if that makes sense. So, you can, very minimal people will just buy a club and then do nothing and then just load in every player. I think the best way is to like have a couple players yourself, get familiar. I guess what the trial club sort of does, but it'd be nice if the trial club sort of gave a couple of players to you to bolster your squad, just like a couple of trial clubs. What have you sent me, Airblades? It's a new club of yours. I've never seen this club play before. Laylip. Is that pronounced Laylip? Give them a couple players and then they can loan in a few, and then once they get the understanding of the game, and I guess no, with new users now. Yes, Cameron. So let me jump onto the calendar because it's the best way of showcasing this. So in 2.5 weeks' time or so, we have reward day. Don't worry, I still understood it. We have transfer window this week, and then we have sort of a full game week next week. And that reward day, the day after the final match day, so Thursday the 13th, is basically when a snapshot is taken, as it says, and that basically locks in all of your points, or your MFL. So as long as you buy the club before this snapshot, you'll take home the rewards. That's why sometimes you see a lot of people hold on to a club, wait for the snapshot, and then sell it for a bit cheaper around here. Obviously, one thing to be aware of is, like the what do you call it? I always try and find if players look like IRL players. One thing to let's just take. Oh my word! I won't take the one with the logo on. So if I want to buy a club that will start if the season. That's when it's usually the cheapest clubs are after the snapshot. Like you could buy this club. Is it even a league? No, it's not. But like, let's find a better example one that's actually in a league. Let's just go ice. I'll probably be on an ice league. Let's just pick this Kiel Crusaders. If you picked up this club, you would take 43. Is it, how's this guy done it? I've got it like this, hasn't he? You would take home, what's the reverse of that? 47% of the revenue if you bought this club, for example. Yo, Nuggets, my man. And Eisman. Good to see you both in here. Hope you're both doing well. To be fair, Blaze, I'll just load up a bunch of your games. As in like I'll just load up your agency. I've seen some people own the club and loan in their own players for potentially to sell the club. Yeah, that can be a bit jammy as well, where people will then sort of get round some of it. I've seen some people. I've got to put a game on in a second. We've got 2 games there, 2 minutes. People own the club and loan in their own players. Yeah, so for example, I used to do that. I still don't do it now, just by habit. Like, I'll put a percentage on a player still, even though I own them. These players here that I've got them on, they're just auto renewals. So when I signed them a couple of seasons ago, but sometimes if I know I'm going to be like looking to sell a player, I might put a rev share on them just to try and make it a bit more enticing for the user looking to buy them. Most of the time, 99% of the time, unless I've stated it beforehand, I will like release the contract mid-season unless I've told them, unless they contacted me or whatever. And I said, by the way, like I'm not happy to release him. GB Australia, good morning to you, sir. But some people will sign it out of just sort of habit. That's what I do. I just have the rev share potential out of habit more than anything. Donkeys versus wyverns today, my man. Love that from you. Tuba Jack. Anyone else conceding just more penalties this season or just me? I'm going to go on the women. That might just be you. So we've got Slippery Fish here in the blue. I feel like I've been. I don't want to jinx it. I feel like touch wood, I've not conceded many penalties this season. But I'm fully expecting that to change now that I've just said that. Right, what time is that? 8:19. Cool, we've got it set in. Donkeys. Let's get rid of that extension piece. Has anyone already qualified for the knockout stage of the Cups? Or are people still relying on that final match tomorrow? So we've got a double game day tomorrow. We're not usually getting a double game day on a Tuesday, sorry. It's usually just the Cups. But because of the maintenance to Flow Network last Wednesday, they've been rescheduled. I've had a very few nice people cancel some contracts for me mid-season, one of which rightly so was very annoyed. Oh, no, it says very annoyed request cancellation. If you guys cancellation during the season, I can imagine someone getting pissed off then. It's always just best to message the person and just say, like, by the way, I'm interested in buying this player. If I buy them, will you release them? Yes, technically you can still buy them, they still don't release them. But then you sort of know you can warn others that particular person's not really credible as a, holding up their end of the bargain. I've given you a great game to get started today. I think you said that just before you even conceded as well. Got one gold teams in. Well done, Willing Cosmo. Good to see you, by the way. Got one club through. The rest still have the final day to go, but everything in my hands. I think I've got Wyverns is in my hands. My Flint club is I'm bottom or third, and results have to go my way. I've still got to win as well. But then my second club. Hang on. Sorry, I'm going to pause quickly. Oh my word, I'm tired. So also again I was watching earlier. I ran over 10k at lunch and I'm absolutely knackered. Oh no, sorry, it's the Wyverns that the Worms. Sorry, these guys need to win. We're playing against Sorrel, which is kind of annoying because I know that Baggio Bulls will probably just wipe over Notre Dame because of they're already through. But hey ho, that's how it goes sometimes, isn't it? 4-1-0 Bosch. Only 1 out of 3 of my clubs are already through. Recently, Paris made it through. The other 2 have finals tomorrow. Good luck in them. I requested before the season started. And okay, before the season started. Sorry, I thought you meant by. I thought you meant that you requested it mid-season. Hashtag block button. Well in, Palmer. Snake messaged me afterwards. Like, can you blow my mum out, please? I thought, don't worry, he won't be in. He won't. My bad. She won't be in the shot anyway. It was kind of funny that I just kept watching that clip back and repeat. Like, oh, hello. And you can just see Snake's like, no. Hashtag block mum. For those who have no clue what we're on about, if you watch the full episode of the most recent WenDirk, you'll understand and get to know then. It's a Barca versus Manchester today. Wow, that's a huge game. I bought 4 free agents in anticipation of bringing them in mid-season and realised it was max of 3. Yeah, it's a max of 3. It's a max of 3 signings you can make. You can cancel as many as you want. But if you sign a player and cancel the contract, that still counts as one. You don't gain back that opportunity to sign a player. So you've got to be really careful with the players you bring in. You really got to know which ones you want, essentially. Otherwise, it gets a bit awkward when you sign players and then realise you've got to get rid of them, or you can't sign the other players you wanted to. Oh, 2-0. Really saw this team. What's going on, Slippery? Slippery Fish. Losing to Cannstatt Boys in Stuttgart. The house blowers. I like the law behind that. I blame Mr. K's tactics. Blame the AI that is Mr. K. Right, Blade, one of your fraudulent games against Greek Web 3. Let's go, Greek Web. Yeah, one of them players Plays 3 positions and is 7. I read that as 700 overall. Then 70 overall in all 3. So he seems obvious choice. Yeah, someone's got the versatility like that. It's someone who can play in a position, a secondary position, and only gain or lose a 1 or 2 overall difference. But if someone can maintain the same overall in multiple positions, that's a hugely versatile player. This 3-5-2B is not working well against the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow 10 minutes. It's not working well before kickoff. Oh. What have we got here? 69s across the board. He's 32 though, but isn't retired. At least you got another 3 seasons of him. Oh, apologies, guys. Never mind, I've just scored. That's not what it is. You're like, oh no, we've not got a chance. Oh, everything's going bad. Then oh no, we scored. It's fine. I reckon I'll change my setup about 7 times between now and our game later, Blades. Well, I'm good. I'm ready. That's good. I've just got decision making, like loads of problems in my head. I got to figure out. Now I have a red card. We love this game. I don't know if I've played much 4-1-2 against much 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. My word, is there a way to stop yawning? Could be using a different. Even if you played a 3 up top, the 3 at the top still. I look at it the same way as I do a 4-2-4 in terms of. My problem is I'm not. I'm unbothered enough to like hide things, but a 3-5-2 a 4-2-4 should just be like an absolute goal fest, because I could see the 4 at the front just ruining my back 3, but then just having the control of the midfield. Like I remember when I played against you last season, I think was the first game I ran a 3-5-2B against you, and then the second game I ran a 4-2-3-1. The 4-2-3-1 I think was the one where you should have lost to me. Like definitely should have lost to me. We'll pause them, Cameron. We've got a couple games coming up as yet in the next. We've got 3 in the next 3 minutes. I think the 4-2-3-1 against the 4-2-4 worked well against me and Bron last season. Sleep since then. But I just don't like playing single striker. Good save. Tactical change coming up for Blades. Interesting. to get my drink. I feel like I'm getting myself a mince pie. It's nearly Christmas, baby. Get me a fucking mince pie. Oh, what a goal. Nice goal. You have to look. Tactics will win it. Probably. I'm still a big believer that like 70% of a matchup is just the players. You know, you can have good tactics, but you just got better players. Usually, more times than not, you just win out. When you're not the you know, I think bronze and probably above that doesn't really work as much. But I guess obviously, if you've got better players, you've got a higher chance of winning. But there's definitely some formation like 3-5-2-B versus a 4-2-4. I feel like it shouldn't be a game where it's close. I think one of us, if we both play 3-5, if I play a 3-5-2-B and you play a 4-2-4, then one of us should dominate the game. I don't think it will be close. Shocker, but the best team usually wins. Yeah, I think those goals confuse me a bit. But I think what more I'm meaning by that, Cameron, is if you could put I think I said this in last stream, put a percentage on how much influence you think a part of the engine has. It's 70% players, 10% formation, 20% tactics. I think that's probably, I reckon that's 65-70% players. 15, maybe 20% instructions. What we got then? 15% 20% tactics, or individual team instructions, and then you've got 15% formation. Blades, why is your ice team just loaded up a tactical formation in the first 100% money exactly? Have you got an anytime drawing tactical a match plan? Yeah, because I've paused your ice game, but in the first minute you've just tactical changed straight away. Is that because you've got it so if you go ahead, or if you're trailing and then you bring it back to equalise, then your setup changes? I guess that's how you've done it, right? Right, congrats to you, Blaze. Here comes your other fraudulent game, which I'm actually going to dual screen some of these quickly, so we can get Nathan's on at the same time. Oh my word. Fucking Windows again, doing my absolute fucking head in. There we go. So we got, on the left, we've got Nathan versus Riz. On the right, we've got SUFC Blaze versus Sharif. I'm going to start that game. And then Nathan, Cameron, I'll pause your game against Crenshaw Cardinals. So when one of these games finishes, we'll stick yours on. Right, I've paused your game, Mr. Cameron. Mr. David Cameron, I've paused your game. Missed nothing so far. I thought I missed a goal then when I was turning away. Yorkshire TNXP and Nathan rocking the Dirk Alliance, even though it's probably just the WenDirk cast pitch, but it is the Dirk Alliance kit pitch. What about a kit? A little custom kit would be nice. custom pitches, custom stadiums, custom kits where you could own, you have to be in an alliance to have the kit. That could be really cool. That's another way they could expand on the alliances. You got the pitch, give us a custom kit, something like that. They're cool. Please, MFL, please, please. Oh, missed a goal there. Oh, free kick. No one's marking off the crossbar as well. Roberto Medina. Goal for Nathan as well. If you want to give a game, Eisman, feel free to give us a game, sir. Sponsors instead of kits. What do you mean? As in, on the kits we can add sponsors? Is that what you're saying? Get in there, my son, or just both? Is that what you're saying there, Bongiano? I think having a sponsor on the kits would be cool, but I guess then there's sort of, a bit like club logos anyway. Is this going to be the Platter game, Palmer? Yeah, it's cool, sweet. We'll have that on later. I was going to say, sponsors, what happens if people, put, inappropriate things or sponsors that shouldn't be on there, but I guess it's no different people making club logos like that, is it? So, oh, what a goal that is. What an absolute screamer free kick from Isidro Vowles. Oh, sponsor from Alliance. Yeah. I think you could add, that would be really sick. I'd love that. I'd love to be able to give people the option to rock with a WenDirk, have a WenDirk logo or a Yorkshire Tea or a Ramble or Work the Space. Yeah, custom sponsor. Well, that's what I said, Palmer. How different is a custom sponsor compared to, I guess compared to a club logo? Clearly it is, because club logo is different, and no one's gonna, no football team has a club logo as with part of their branding on it in terms of they're sponsored by. I guess Red Bull is a bit of a different one, but yeah, there'd be all sorts of trouble. So I could imagine that every sponsor would be preset, and it had to be approved or something like that. Other people would take the piss with it, because someone's definitely gonna. Or you'll find yeah, one thing to imitate, one thing to say is sponsoring. It's a double bubble, Derek. Oh, Eisman, I'm going to just take the last 4 numbers, because I know that when people send me went some bottle jobs with empty bottles and wool. I don't see your club with an engraved trophy, mate. You're basically Leipzig, mate. Your clubs are like Leipzig and the Red Bull clubs. Just no history, mate. No history. Wyverns are basically Sheffield FC. Don't see a gold league cup. Yeah, mate, because they're not in gold. That's why I've not got a gold league. I've not got a gold trophy. Because I'm not in a position to put to buy a bunch of legendary players. And truth be told, I don't particularly want to buy a lot of legendary players. I'm happy where I am. I'm Sheffield. I don't know what a win feels like. Yeah, I mean, I'm also. You could also say you're like Norwich as well. Right. Who goes to pause now? Bongiano and pausing your game. Then once these 2 games end, then I'll overlay the next matches on top of them, sort of thing. So Cameron, your game will go on the left hand side. How's Blade's game been going on for so long, by the way? If my boy thinks throwing away a 3-goal lead, I'll be very sad. Brother, you can't say you're ahead of Norwich as an accomplishment. We're both fucking awful in the relegation zone. I missed a red, did I? I did miss a red. Wait, so Cameron, you forgot to pause your dial square team, is that what you're saying? Right, congrats, Nathan. So this is the game that you said you've not paused, by the way. Is that what you're saying here? Do we need to, like, skip ahead then? Or, oh, you've not watched it, you've just had it in the background. Okay, you've not actually watched it, though. I don't mind being a good luck charm, at least for someone. Oh, Blaze is conceded. Oh, the hate watchers in full flow. No problem for sharing your game, Nathan. I can't believe I said to people, like, don't have to thank me. And everyone just fucking thanks me. You're saving a lot for the Wyverns game, mate. That's offside, surely, ref. Yeah, I was going to say he's well off. Right, I've paused your game, Eisman, as well. 3-1 now. Good to see that minor progression for today is my striker going from 27 to 28 defending when I created 0.01 XG and had 0 shots on target. He's doing his defensive job. He's doing his defensive work. 4-1. Blades. I'm gonna take. I'm just gonna. Do you mean to confirm it? Skip it. Cool. Let's see what the final result was. 5-1. Right. Bongiano, thank you for waiting, sir. Your team is playing in the black here against Koala Bears. Not Bears, Koala Bears. Joseph, what's good, sir? You're not the only one, Ryan, who's asked for progression to be turned back on, it seems. Cameron's also the same thing. Sid, hello Jimbo, hello Sid. Is there a Halloween promo? Hand on my heart, I ain't got a clue what it is. My guess would be a mid-season transfer window thing, because Halloween is on Friday, and the transfer window or the mid-season break is still active during Halloween, so that'd be my guess. Maybe we'll hear more info about it tomorrow, but I haven't got a clue. Very just spooky enough. We don't need a promo. And my people are saying promo. I wouldn't. I don't know. I actually got a clue. The more about the wheel, it'd be pretty cool. Maybe No. Usually, if I knew something, I'd probably try and slip something in, but I haven't got a clue. Cameron was like, "You definitely know." So I was like, "I haven't got a clue, mate. I haven't got a clue." And all I'm going to say is, by me not having a clue, does that maybe show what it might not be or what it might be? I don't know. If I did know, but even when I did know previously for the goal rush, I didn't let on that I did know. I don't know. Bosh. Do the French celebrate Halloween? That's a really good question. Do the French celebrate Halloween? Yes, Cameron. I see what you meant by this game now. I didn't realise it was you were 2-0 down with 0 XG in the first half. Halloween potion. I managed to Grabbed myself a the starting keeper for Club Bruges from the Standard. Does Halloween celebrate the French? Is it Norden Yackers, his name? Bonjour, you're absolutely killing this game, brother. Shame the same thing can't be said for Cameron. Yeah, well, it's Mignolet and Jackers, but, you know, until Mignolet got injured, it was always Jackers in the league, Mignolet in the Champions League, wasn't it? I expect that might continue when Mignolet comes back. Has he been on the bench at the moment? I think is he still out? But Jackers is like number one at the moment because Mignolet's out. I met a girl from India 2 weeks ago, and as an icebreaker, asked her what her favourite Halloween tradition was. Learn two things. I'm a dumbass. Halloween isn't as popular. What did she respond with, though? Ooh. In for MFL, just drop like a Halloween spin the wheel like So Rare's done. Buy a player off the market. Bosh. Get yourself 2 spins. Is the rating diff so big, or are my tactics working? Let's have a look. So you're rocking high 60s. They're rocking low 60s. Probably the diff. I ain't got a clue, past what we just having a little discussion about. Spin a wheel for +1 progression. Imagine that. Just get you like a free +1 and get to apply it to whoever you want. Did she ask you as Mr. Halloween? She did. She said her work did some cool pumpkin carving thing last year, but she's pretty unfamiliar with it. Hashtag block button. Welcome in, Snake. I can't believe I scheduled a tweet for the announcement for the post, and if you read it, I've just spelled Zuturt's name wrong, just left the T out. I literally saw the scheduled tweet and went, oh, how have I missed that out when I scheduled it at lunchtime? I immediately, I saw the message straight away. Because basically I had to grab the link of the tweet to put in the Discord announcement, and I looked at it and I immediately read it over again. Then I immediately messaged Zuta and went, I'm so sorry, mate. I've just completely buggered your name. And I was like, I just really cannot be bothered to rechange it and send it all again when it's been scheduled for the exact time. So I was like, I'll just quote underneath it or reply underneath it saying, it's quite funny though. He gets called a load of things from us anyway, so. Cameron, how much XD did you have in that game in the end? 0.01. Wow, that might be a record for what I've seen this season. Who we got coming up next? We've got Eisman. Been patient with your meta squad team, playing in the goldish, yellowish team. Good luck to you, sir. On the left here. Zoomy Zoomers is better anyway. Playing 2 strikers with 5-3-2B. 5-3-2B? I know nothing about hydration. About 5 at the backs. Better take that drink. Cheers, Joseph. Don't quite understand why this guy insists on playing my 74 overall cam at left mid and Spark. That's 60 overall. 74 overall in Spark. That's mental. If I do beat you tonight, Blades, it'll be pretty good. You know, with 6 wins in the bounce, 3 off top. Oh, you bought him already on loan. Okay, that's fair enough. I was going to say, if you loan out 74 to Spark, you get him out of there. +2 this season is nice. +2 this season is nice. Oh, it's 2 off. Oh, it's 5. My bad. It's 5. Yeah, not 6. It's be 2. How's the matches been for the boys? I think it's been pretty alright on the stream. I mean, like, Bonjano on the right here is winning 3-0. Blades won a game, lost a game. The big game later is me versus Blades in bronze. Then we've got both the BFC guys in plat playing each other, which will be quite fun. We've got plenty of time, Joseph. Even if we don't, I'll still make room. Like, not if we don't make it, I just like double screen it like I'm doing now, just to like get us through them. What time's that? 8:47. We've got to 8:47. We're fine. We've got 8:37, 2 8:47s, 9:15, 9:25, 9:35, and then 9:50s. Woo! I mean, yeah, if you've got 83 shooting, why would you not play him at cam? Unless it's just a massive playoff, but that is an absolutely standout stat to have for a cam, especially in Spark. They're actually two extremes. I've got a little Indian Halloween chat going on there between Sid and Ryan. Five 0 Bonjano. Poor lad. He's had 4 shots on target. And you've had... That's you had 4 as well? You've had 5 and you scored all 5 on target. Oh my word, yeah. When he misses that, you definitely know that's your day. Oh, let's put my camera in the middle. No, we should do this during this bit. Can look up the games now. It's like one up there. And there's one going on there. .96. That's pretty fucking tragic. Evening Zuta. Apologies, literally spoke about this like a couple minutes ago. Snake just popped in here. It's very weird watching my ice games at 4:30. Yes, you Americans, the only area so far that haven't done your winter timings, sending the clock an hour back. Is there any particular reason why the Americans just do it a week later? Guess you get an earlier drop though tomorrow on Wednesday. You get an earlier drop, which will be alright. They like to be different. That is very true. Right, another one of Blade's hate watchers on the right. We need the team in the purple to lose, folks. Oh, a later drop. Oh, of course, yeah, because we've gone an hour early. It's a later one, yeah. Yeah. Probably means one we've got to give to him. Are drop packs worth it if you can get one? Is the resale higher or something? I haven't got is it higher these days? I imagine it still is for the rares. Actually, I still haven't done my calculations. I saw that MFL did. MFL hasn't officially released MFL has released the numbers for the pack drop on Wednesday, but they've not tweeted about it yet. But you can go onto the site and you can see how many packs there are, which after these games I can go show you. The resales are usually higher, but I don't know how high they are now with the fee. If you sell them on the pack marketplace, you get hit with what, a 20% fee, is it? Let's just take rare packs for example. The cheapest rare pack says $199. That's from season 8. No one's gonna buy that. Packs probably still sell out in seconds. This one because of how much decrease has been in because of how much decrease in quantity there is. Yeah, it's all about demand. Like people are trying to race and get the packs. Obviously, they'll resell for more. Like I'll bring up on the left screen here. I mean, when packs decaying, there we go. So this is the quantity. MMD9, my man, giving that gifted tier 1 sub to Sellers UK. Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great Monday. These are the quantities for the pack drop on Wednesday, by the way, folks. So we've got, let me bring that like that. We've got 30 rare, 130 standard, 200 limited. And I did wonder when I saw that, Palmer, is that Sellers' English twin? And then we've got 100 kickoff, which... Let me do some maths quickly in my head. Not in my head. No packs this time. Yeah, good joke, Kev. Good joke. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you in here. Like that Family Guy episode with Stewie. What did Snake say here? Sorry. Also, for everyone listening to the pod, I just looked at my clubs and how they're doing, and it's actually absolutely not a 3. Yeah, only 460 packs, yeah. Which, you know, the rares previously, to give people a, when this game on the right ends, I can bring them up face to face, you know what I mean. So for context around previous packs, the pre-season drop was 75 rare, so we've got a decrease of 45 rares. There was 130 standard, we've got an over 50% decrease in standard. There was 500 limited, we've now got 200, so an over 50% again. And then there was 250 kickoff in the pre-season, and now there's 100. So I don't know what that is across the board. It feels like a 65%, 60% decrease. Let me... Percentage decrease. I imagine it's going to be something like... Even though I know someone in chat probably will just tell me what it is. I'm still going to... That's a 53%. What, this one? 130 to 3. It's about a 55% decrease, it looks, across the board. Halloween design promo cards and packs. At least you may positively influence your luck. I just didn't look at the standings for 2 days before the recording, and apparently these last 2 days have been amazing. That's good to hear. So we've got a 53% decrease, 56% decrease. What about the standard? I think it's going to be about 50 as well, isn't it? After the 84, I kind of want another rare pack. You probably use your luck up there to be... if you get another 80... If you get like an 80 rated plus... Well, I guess 81 rated plus in the rave done pretty well. So it all depends on the age as well. You get an absolute... you get an 82 rated and they'd be 28 years old. 60% decrease in limiteds. And then... What's the last one? $250 to $100. That's a 6. We've got 2 60% and then 55% decreases. Why is it all decreasing? The pre-seasons are usually smaller anyway, but it's purely just based off... Well, one, based off demand, but two, also their MFL, I think, like many of us, they're probably conscious of the marketplace and conscious of the supply within the ecosystem. Where if they just keep pumping out players, then, yeah, the market will just continue to just decrease and there'll be an oversupply, and then... then your rewards become worthless. Huh? Yeah, mid-season is smaller. Oh, here's Ron John's message. Sorry, I might have said smaller compared to pre-season, but I don't know. I say a lot of things, Nick, so you're probably right. So do apologise if I say the wrong things. Shake, man, fuck off. 1 minute match off in 3 minutes. Sorry. What's wrong with today? Hello. Here we sit watching Matchday 10 with Jimbo, our favourite host and friend. With mid-season break and pack drop looming, are you IMFF run hopes booming? Stan Pat. Yo, what? Stan Pat? What does Stan Pat stand for? That's on being a dumbass. Stand pat or spend to please the fans. What are your transfer window plans? I'm probably gonna have to get some players in, I reckon. Oh, Ron John's driving. What's good? Don't type and drive. Oh, we've got an important question. Important question. What time is 7:30 for you? What? Well, the Germans. So for me, that's 7:30. I know the Germans, you say half to the hour. So 7:30 for you. You guys, in Germany, you'd say like 7:30 would be like 6:30, wouldn't it? Because you got half an hour till 7:00. Right, that's how you guys do it. But 7:30 is 7:30. Stan Pat do enough. I thought that's probably what it was. Right, the Mustangs have bloody won. Right, James, I will have to pause your game and put on. Have I got two of the same game here? Maybe not. Ignore me then. It's 7:30, mate. I'm not. I feel like you're just going to bait me with some stupid thing here. I'm not falling for this. It's 7:30. It's 7:30. So on the left here we've got James versus Duff. On the right we've then got Niall versus Big Gaffer, which Joseph, is that you? Yeah. Yeah, 7:30, bro. 7:30. Yeah, 7:30, 7:30, 7:30. The more you type and drive, the better you get. Ooh. Ron John's tuning into the pod and the stream. But I know for you it's 6:30, right? Is that what you're trying to refer to? For everyone else? No, for everyone else it's not. Everyone else, 7:30 is 7:30. Bongiorno, don't you dare, fella. Don't you dare, mate. I'm not having this squit from you, Bond. Now on 6 points, 8 points relegation playoff spot. Ugh. Not looking good, bruv. That's not looking good, bruv. No, I think Germany is weird. Maybe Bond, Bonjana, you're from Belgium, right? Maybe you guys do it over there as well, but isn't it to do with just how you guys like how you say it? As in when 7:30 is translated into German, it's literally like 2:30 the hour. Like 7:30, half an hour past 7:00, 7:30. 7:30. There's a guy in my league with a much worse team. He's 5th. How does 7:30 being 7.5 hours not make sense? 7, yeah, 7 times 60. What's half an hour? 30 minutes. 7:30. I don't know how 7:30 being 7.5 hours doesn't. How does that not make sense? Oh, because what are you taking it literally as like? Yeah, Yeah, exactly, Palm. I agree, mate. It's not 7, but you don't say it's 7.5 though. Everyone knows half 7's actually 3:30. Yeah, exactly, because it's 3.5. Time isn't maths. We're not saying half 7 is 3.5. Bonjour, that's how the Germans do it. And other parts of Europe, half 7 be halfway to 7. So half 7 for the Germans and some other countries is 6:30. Well, this game looking over big boys making me proud. It's also 7:30. Yeah, you're smashing this, Joe. For every country except the UK is factually wrong. I'm trying to figure out which countries do and don't do this method. Predominantly German and Slavic language families. That's literally it. German and Slavic, and the rest do what we do. How can you judge? You can't even speak English. Jimbo leaks Snake's mum to shut him up. No other country speaks English. I mean, 7.5, but they still understand they still understand that that's 7:30, not 6:30. Oh, Snake, you're still a clown. It's a debate that the bloody trio on the pod have brought into the Twitch channel. Them absolute rascals. Thank God this wasn't us on the pod yesterday. 2 World Wars and a World Cup vlog. You seen that on? No one in is American though. No. Oh no, I guess he's referring to Snake, Germany. Sorry, I don't know why I said American. It's Germany, yeah. Why did I say American there? Fucking idiot. Can't wait for someone to post tonight their players getting +3 from training. Yeah, I've never had someone jump 2 in 1. That's going to be rigged some way. God, my head is spinning. I need myself a mince pie and a Tunnix caramel wafer. That'll sort me out. Halbsieben, halfway to 7. Just so wrong. Slovak, Pol Shidmej, half of the 7th hour. Oh. It makes sense because that's all you've known for your whole life, mate. Right, so we've got a draw. Hammers, you claimed it back, Hammers. Get in, lad. Zero zero being midnight just seems wrong to me. No, Joseph, you absolutely smashed that game there, fella. What have we got? If anyone's got any games coming on at the moment, let me know. We've got plenty of time at the moment. So let's have a look at the So that's the quantities. 30, 130, 200, 100, which I think is about a 60% drop. My eyes not needing glasses makes sense. You got a game at 1:45? Have you got a game of the hour, have you? Is that your other Ironside or something? Oh yeah, the Mustangs Academy. Yeah. Is this the Blade watch-along? We got Zuta. Are we going to watch your game on the 1:15 as well? Oh, is the right back gone up, has he? Right. Let's get Zutat's game up as well. Just like have it on the other screen. Because Zutat and Blade are in the same league, so it's quite good to watch their games side by side. What's happening here? 5 points adrift, mate. Zutat is smashing you in the league if we go by your logic for our one. Checking the... Have a look. Let me have a look. Hammers. It's about like that, isn't it? Yeah. Well, hello. Is that today that... He's flying, to be fair to him. Oh, my eyes are struggling. Might fall asleep on stream. Oh, sorry, Zuta. My bad, man. I shouldn't have done it on the main screen. Apologies. I did. Although the one thing, James, at the moment, I've not played a 4-back for about 5-6 games. Just sold my first MFL player. Congrats. It's a Gold Rush team anyway, fair enough. I'm pretty sure my goalie has 6 clean sheets this season. Oh, for a $3 loss, lol. This season in the league so far. I don't know how my keepers have been doing. Let's look at any progressions come my way this season so far. Oh no, I've got my second team. Why am I not looking at my second team yet? Are they currently live? I will watch them in a bit. Hudson with the +1 defending. This guy just keeps churning. He's only gone +1 this season, which is annoying. He usually goes +3 every season, but... Muniz. Oh, that's in a Wensum game right now. Not liking that. Don't have any goalkeepers leading Golden Gloves. It's probably really speaking of Lorenzo, isn't it? That's a Chrome extension, Cameron, that I've got. Let me drop the link in the chat to it. I sometimes go between uninstalling and installing it because it can be quite annoying at times. But I've just popped it in the chat. But yeah, that will just show like how far your player is away from progressing. Oh. It also like adds a few things. Like if you want to go look at how many rewards you've got for the season, you can just like take you to the site where you do it. It's not going to steal your bank account details. It's been around for about 5-6 seasons. Good evening, Tralux. So like you can come in here, it'll take you straight away to it, and then you can you can just calculate how many sort of, you know, if the season was to end right now, how much MFL you would earn. So I think for me it's about 49,000 or something like that right now. But obviously it doesn't take into consideration the contracts when they do get, you know, if you've got someone on a +2%, 15 min games, obviously they wouldn't have hit that so far. So unless I've gone through are the valuations close? I've never really looked at the valuation, to be fair. 49,000, yeah. I don't pay attention to the valuations really. I think valuations is you have to do them yourself, sort of thing, or in confluence with other pieces of data. But like, I mean, that 217 is probably not that far off. I guess the green is accurate. I don't really know. I've never really looked into those, but it might be somewhat legit though. I mean, that's definitely $150. I don't think he's worth that. Is that something there's been one sale around that price? Yeah. Oh, color is sample size. Okay, yeah, 8. What's the sample size for this one then? Yeah, 12. Cool. Yeah, we'll into it. That just takes a median of the min and the max of those 12. The progression thing's accurate because you can find out how much. It's not. That's nothing to do with XP. That's I've paused your game by the way, Blaze. But if we keep talking, I'll just roll it onto the quarter past game. This isn't XP bar. That is how many stat increases are needed to go to the next level. So like, if we take Juan here, on this, he's got like what, 1 or 2 more stat increases. We can go to player info, and we can look and go, well, if we turn on the training, we can see, well, if he goes up by a dribbling if he goes up by a dribbling, he gets a +1. If he goes up by a pace, nothing. He goes up by passing, he goes up a +1. If he goes to the shooting, nothing. If he goes up a defending, nothing. Physical, nothing. So he's 2 stats away, or a stat away in 2 of the 6 to go up. So that's basically what it is. Snake, piss off, mate. That's how that progression bar works. Obviously, we don't know how XP is calculated, and we know that it's not. It differs between overall increases, but it can be quite neat to do that. It also can fast track your picking of your set pieces. Oh, I'm gonna spoil. I didn't even look at the result there. Hang on. Let's fast track this. Oh yeah, you put link in chat. What? Hang on. What have I missed now? Apparently. Let's see how it does also bring this up, like goal probability, but I sometimes I ignore that completely, so I just switch off that to get rid of it. Oh, the Worms are gonna win it, but he put in Slobodova, one of my favourite names, Maros Slobodova. Is a player that is 82 and the bar is half filled, 82.5 or 81.5. Yeah, if he's 82 and a half. What is he? Oh. I put the link. There was one point where I had 2 of the same match. Is that what? Have I skipped it? Hang on. Which game was it, Bond? Apologies, mate. Is the game happening now? $2,081. I've just paused it. I'll stick it on now, Bond. Hang on, apologies, mate. Let me move my camera, but I'll leave my camera here for the time being because we're going to go to the dual game in a bit anyway. Although it's annoying that I'm not in the centre, but I technically am in the centre. Half 82. Good to see my 64 overall right on the verge of his tier break with no stat progression this season. I'm just going to triple check that you did send that. I do believe you. I probably did miss it. I must have. How did I click on it but not see it? Yeah, you did send it at 22. My bad, Bond. I must have not seen. I must have not. I always click on them. Oh, anyway, we got up now. That's the main thing, and it skips over a Blades game, so I'm happy. Exactly. If the bar is halfway and the player is 82 overall, as 0.5 makes them go to. No, so now you're saying if it's 7:30, it's actually 6 o'clock. No, I'm not having this. The one bit I cannot back, Snake, is you saying everyone apart from the UK says it this way, because that's just so incorrect. Is this your Risu Turin? It is indeed. Well in. Not miss much. In Oz, 7:30 is 7:30. Amen. Ooh, there we go, Bond. To be fair, the XP one we're just taking the piss with. Unless you want to believe that it's... I think my players will like to sell once the window is open. Potentially. People figure they need an upgrade, but... There's probably still slightly more chance they sell because more people will be looking at the marketplace. But I wouldn't say it's massively more. People look into the market during the mid-season post-pack drop to see if people have mislisted players. If that makes sense. People want to see if someone's opened a player from a pack and then put them on at a really bargain price. More than looking on the marketplace to pick up someone during the mid-season transfer window. I haven't got the bloody... We've got the FIFA music playing, haven't we? No, Snake, whilst I do believe you, you can't just say, just going to get depressed. You can't say no one is. Because that's not true. Some people are. Some people aren't. The chance is slim, but it's not 0. That's the idiots in the world. I believe I've had a few so far. People have just been lazy at selling, and they've been the first one on the new listed page. Sometimes you can find bargains. There's just less chance to find bargains these days. It's my first ever match with the Legend Hoodwink. Is that who you're playing, Risu? Edinburgh Castle. Hopefully you'll beat him. 3/4. Oh yeah. 3/4 to 8. Yeah, that's a big one. We say. Bond, was that a last minute? It was, wasn't it? 85th, fella. Blades, but looks like big win. Blades just jinxing everyone. Yeah, exactly, Blades. Be quiet, fella. You've just cost Bonjana the win here. You've cost Bonjana the win. I know it, you have. Go! Let me move this mic around. There we go. What happened to you as well, did it? Oh, it did, yeah. Well, this is just fucked. How are Porter getting on in their game? Bit of a random sidetrack. 1-0. Bore Science gets booked. Water's wet, grass is green. I've just gone 0 and 3 today. Phenomenal start. Yikes, Sid. I bet you're glad we released a pod when we did on Wednesday, because since then you've had a bit of a stinker in Diamond. So our next matchups are... Oh, the worms are still... We don't care about them. We've got Zuta on the left. We've got Blades on the right. Blades... Zooturts or Zooter or Zuma or Zombie or Zumbo or whatever other name Blades has given him and we have given him as a community. His 7-side versus Dane's PT Time Spiral. Then we've got Grimbo, which is the top of the league, right? Tribal Chiefs versus Blades. So the best case scenario for Zuta here is he wins and then Blades beats Grimbo. That's the best case scenario here. Although why have we not got any drop down bit here? That's sad. Zimbo our ship name. Yes, we've done daylight savings. We did our Sunday night. My record 1-2-7, great stuff. If I was a real manager, I'd be sacked by. No, if you were a Norwich manager, you'd be fine. You'd just be starting off. Zoo turd. Wow. Let's go in the middle here. That's going to annoy me. You guys are now even further in the past than before. Yeah, you got to be further in the future. Come on, Zoomy Zoomer. Score some goals for Dirky. 8:12 on a Tuesday. Wow, 11 hours. Yeah, but I knew it would throw a few people off with the games and stuff today. Oh, also, but the only thing, it looks like the training this morning was an hour earlier, so the training hasn't been adjusted. So for those in America, training would have happened at normal time for you. Yeah? Yeah. But I woke up and then at the usual time for training this season, it was already basically done. People were like, why is the WenDirk episode out so early? No, it's not. It's normal time. You guys are just silly billies. So telling me I was waiting till 10:30 for nothing. Yeah, I booted up and I was like, why have my Spark players already got training done at 10 past the hour? Which, by the way, that means 9:10, Snake, if you're still here. Not 10 minutes to the hour, like 8:50. I'm able to watch my games live rather than them all happening at 4 or 5 a.m. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That doesn't impact any of us because it goes by our time. Right, so we've got, as a recap, we've got Zuta versus Dane on the left. Zuta is in sort of the navy colour versus Dane in the grey. Then we've got Grimbo in the yellow with his tribal chiefs versus the, awful team of Norwich Tractor Boys managed by Blades. What we'll do for Risu and Hoodwink, when one of these games finishes, we'll then stick yours on. If we have to pause it, we'll pause it. Because what it should be now is these two games rock on for the next 6-7 minutes, and then we put Risu versus Hoodwink on one, and then me versus Blades on the other one. Ooh. Cheers. Let's go, Dane. What a clearance that is. He's offside. That's offside. I think that's offside, Zuter. Yeah, it's offside. Call me Hawkeye, mate. I need to be a linesman. I still think we should give linesmen and refs personalities. I want to go onto a game and go, fuck me. You know, I've got Jimbo ref in this game. Can't be putting my players on aggressive. Oh, 1-0 Tribal Chiefs. It counted. What the fuck? But it didn't show the replay though, no? Or am I tripping out? Did it not show the... my head's gone. Ignore everything I said after that. Is it because we loaded it prior to the lineups coming in? Yeah. I don't know if it's anything to do with that. Sometimes if you load the game before lineups come in, it just bugs out during the match. I assumed because there was no replay, it was the goal didn't stand. Zutek rocking the WenDirk cast pitch though. My God, what a pass that is from your players there, Blades. It's all level anyway, exactly. Don't give in yet, Blades. Good save, Lorenzo. My man. My man. Blade said it's all going to be a loss. What are even the stats in your game? It's fairly even, brother. Bit more one-sided towards Dane in the other match, but... Oh my God, that's a screamer from Boris Estevez. Not going to see replay for this either. I want to see the replay. That's a banger. 2-0 down for the Blades. Yikes. Yeah, flag for the linesman. I'd like linesmen to actually be able to catch up with the play. The linesmen never catch up with play. It's like if they know it's a goal, then like they just don't catch up with it, which is kind of annoying. I hate looking for clues of like when something's going to happen. Snake! My guy jumps on the pod. Joins in the ramble discussion for 2 hours up the ramble. And then drops 5 gifted subs. What a man. Thank you, Snake. Thank you, sir. Vintist, Rascal, Risu, Tralux, Chappers. If you're in the chat and you've been gifted the sub, please say thank you to Snake. What a generous guy. Let's go, Snakey. As Zoomy Zooter has said. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that from you, mate. Hashtag bring it back the block button. Is he a goat or a snake? A snaky goat. Maybe he's trying to get you all on side to be part of the hashtag block button campaign that is being led by Snake. I reckon that's it. 3-0 to Grimbo now. How many games that bloke won in a row now? It was 5. Has he won more than 5 in a row? Right, I'm pausing your game here, by the way, Risu and Hoodwink. for when all these ends, we'll kick it off. Paused. Track the boys just stopped. Half snake, half German, full goat. Hang on, but if we're saying half snake, half German, what does it actually mean though? You know, is half a snake like halfway towards a snake? Or is it, you know... Turn it off. Do you want... Okay, Blades, we're going to confirm turn your game off. Literally been a bit wiped over here, mate. Eighth in a row for Grimbo. Wow. Yeah, Blade, I'm turning it off now, mate. I don't want you to watch that anymore. That is disheartening. Right. Risu versus Hoodwink. And the lineups have just come out for the Wensum game as well. Hoodwink playing in the white, Risu playing in the black. Good luck to you both. Should be an early kickoff goal? Surely not. It's like art, it's the viewer's interpretation, exactly. We've both captained the goalkeeper. I've got to miss out Bloomin', the 84 rated striker, and I had to rotate my striker and a left mid out and a centre back, so I'm kind of hoping it does enough for the job still. But Blades, have you rotated out a centre mid? You brought this. Oh, the CDM. He's gone a centre mid. Okay, I guess he got the passing stat. Be interesting. 5, just like the gap. We're away. So we've got Reese rocking the Yorkshire TNXP pitch. We then got Blaze rocking the Yorkshire TNXP, which another episode... Was episode 9 drops out tomorrow? Is it episode 9 or was it 10? 6-0 full time. Is that what we're saying here, Blaze? 6-0 full time. Bloody hell. I won't stream again for the rest of the week if it's 6-0 full time. Oh, 6-0 full time. Wow. That second half was awful. Oh, Risu! Rune Righton! Rune Skimmy! Bring back old school RuneScape, even though it was already back. The Rune! The Rune, the double R! The Rune Righton! Opens up the scoring in this bronze match. Open a hype chest. That's a survey mode. What is... Choo choo. God, Twitches. Cab would be very confused right now. Rare's last season, fire this, nothing. Zooturk, can I get translation on that one, please? Is it one of his players is retiring? Is that what he's saying? No clue, mate. No, he says last season. I think he said last season he was really good. This season he was really bad. Reyes last season fire. This season nothing. There we go. I think I've clocked that. We got there in the end. Blumenek. Right, good luck, Blades, mate. I feel like I'm going into sort of the Norwich derby here. I just don't want to lose the game. I don't care if we draw. I just don't want to lose the game. Bad luck. Tactical change straight off the bat. Oh, I think my tea bag split. I've only just seen right at the bottom of my mug is a load of random bits of tea. Ugh. Not the luck I want. Found out I'm only winning 1100 MFL this season because of the sheer amount of loans counted for next season. And even this season Netflix FC. Did you use the thing through the extension camera? Because that won't, if you do like your 15 your contracts, your minimum game contract, that won't get included until like that game's up. If that makes sense. So it'll currently show on there the projections are saying like it'll be the worst case scenario for your contracts. I don't know how I've missed that. Because it's darkness, I'm not seeing it, but so it could be a bit less. But obviously it works both ways. What a save. So if you've got like a plus 5% on a minimum 15 games, then it will. I think I believe I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure until that 15 game is met, if you've got 5 plus 5, it will take it as 10%. It doesn't assume that you've met the contract criteria. So you'll notice it change basically in about 7-8 days time. Reese is still winning out 1-0. There's been 2 chances so far in the Blades Wyvern game. Oh, it's an equaliser. Lubos Marek with a Fatima assist for Hoodwink. Set piece Merchant. What's going on here? Oh! Dominic Drudge. Come on, lads. That might be his first goal of the season. Striker lifting in the cross. My, 5'9". I don't know how small Drods is. He's 6'3", out jumping a 5'8" keeper. That's realistic. That's realistic. Oh, and Blades and Hoodwink's taking the lead. A second corner. Lubos Marek again. No, I'm not. Nathan, why have you jinxed it, mate? Oh, my word. Oh, he's through again. Oh, what a save. Straight flames. What is this sexy thing? How are you... Oh, it's SE and then XY. Gotcha. That makes way more sense. Set to make 40k again if one I loaned out doesn't play 10 games, so fingers crossed. Bosh. I think I'm on track for 49. I think it goes up to about 55 if I hit if I get out of group stage. But I'm hoping if I can at least get 49k. I think 47 or 49 is the rare pack, so it'll be 3 seasons in a row I can get a rare pack straight away. And my previous 2 rare packs, I've been able to sort of like replace, or they've been players that I've wanted. I am thinking about soon trying to maybe like hold on to MFL for a bit. Mine will mainly be bringing in from bronze, I think. Imagine only a rare pack, true. Me and my little bronze, stone, and tactical change for blades, bronze, stone, and flint. I can show you the breakdown of it in a bit, Cameron. Hoodwink channeling the Arsenal vibes of 2 corner goals, exactly. The set piece Merchant. Shit. Oh, is that a pen? Oh my god, right on the... It is a pen. You're joking. The one time it's on the line, they give it. Oh. Bloody bollocks of a pen. Yeah, red at the end for Robson. What a fraud getting a pen. Pen Merchant. Go on, Trinidad. My guy. Ooh, come on then. See you later, alligator. It's a striker actually. I think it was who changed the goalkeeper. Someone changed the goalkeeper. It was recently, last week. 77k is decent. Snake, who are we changing? The goalkeeper to 96? Oh, don't give the ball away there, lads. Come on. Is it going to 96? Is that what's going back to again, Snake? I forgot about this. Maybe it was Cameron. That number 2 is a striker. Okay, it's staying to 69 then. Come on, boys. Don't concede now, please. Please. Unlucky, mate. Gonna smash you, Jimbo. Gonna smash you. Where's the bottle job now, Blades? Good start to the week for you. Unlucky, fella. Unlucky. Unbelievable. Exactly. The Wyverns now on a 6-game winning streak. To be fair, I think I got a bit angry when I conceded the pen, but I needed that so badly. I've not been able to give you any smack for about 7 to 6 weeks, Blades. This is the one time. You're still above me in the league, but I've got the bragging rights of the first half of the season. Let's go change the football shirt, as Nathan's requested it. Oh yeah, I'm still behind you, yeah. What happens in the Hamburg game? That's what I've got in. That's what I've got next in the league, I think. Are they 1-2-1? Ah, wow, a last-minute goal, bastards. No, it's the extension, Snake. It's the extension I've got. They integrate it into there. Yeah, it's the web extension. Yeah, I think I've got it. Is it my last? Oh no, I did have it copied up earlier. Any progression for the boys? First loss of the season. Look at that. And now, if I can get out the cup, if I can get out the group as well, if I can get out the cup, sorry, it'll be a hell of a week. Might sell my club next season when I get relegated to Spark, then buy. There's literally not much difference between ice, is there really? So in terms of price. If you do get relegated, you can just buy into ice again for the same price, basically. Yeah, I saw you've got 15 out of 15, haven't you? So far, Kev, you've smashed it in the cup. I mean, it's in my hands, but I'm playing Sierra Chicas, so, and I will have a bit of fatigue to cope with. Any progression off the back of that match, though? Ooh. Oh, this guy is just on a cruiser this season. I'm loving it. Packed him in from my reward pack. He's now an 86 rated centre back. +1 pace, +1 shooting, +3 passing, +1 dribbling, +3 defending, +2 physical. He's a appreciate that, Blades. It was a good game until the next one. When is our next matchup? Don't be last match of the season. Oh, there we go. November the 8th. Yeah, he's a bit of a mad player. Like, he is a 86 rated centre back. Well, I'll have to take out Trosh now. But yeah, who was it wanted to see my breakdown of the Wyverns? Oh no, hang on, you want to see the rewards, wasn't it? I'll just load up in the background whilst it's going there. Yeah, it was you, Cameron. There you go. Blade, I've just paused your game, Blades, your silver game. It shouldn't take long to load up. But yeah, this will just load up the breakdown. It will mainly be from the Bronze Club, which brings in most of this. See you on Wednesday, Snake. Cheers, popping by, mate. I really appreciate the 5 gifted subs as well. Really generous of you. Thanks, mate. If you want to see and listen to more of the Snake, the most recent WenDirk episode dropped with Palmer, Zuta, and Snake all together. There you go. That's my breakdown. I'm not sure if it's updated since the result, but I gained clubs 49,000, loans out 12k, loans in 11k. So basically, I'm 50-50 on my loans in, loans out. I've got 2 group stage wins, and they're about 20, and they're 2,000 each. Was there a prediction for the, wow, who gambled on me losing? Was it just Blades? It was just Blades. Who gambled on me winning? Only one of you. Bongiano, my man, my guy. My guy. Love that from me, Bongiano. Right, we've got another Blades hate watch here. If we can be bothered with one. And then we've got 2 plat games. We've got Fraj versus Blades. We've also got Palmer versus Yoka. BFC Manchester versus BFC Barcelona. We've got the dual... We'll have dual platinum games on, which is very exciting. Thank you for doing that prediction, by the way, Zuta. I really appreciate that from you, sir. I'll give away a kickoff packet later on for the Wyverns winning against Blades. I feel like that's perfectly acceptable. Hey, I watched this away time live. Yeah? Oh, yeah, Stuttgart. Yeah. Sorry, you did a Blades. Yeah, I was like, watch this away time live. What Matchday 10 stream giveaway. Ooh, who scored? Oh, Blades. To be fair, these are the goals that you wanted earlier, Blades. Kick off. They're on the market if you want to buy them. What, the Sheffield United team? No, as if clown. This guy, man. What the fuck? Why the fuck would I want to buy a team just because I saw them live? Yeah, you tell him, Zuma. You tell him. Let him know. Was it MFL released anything more about this Halloween event? Or whatever it's going to be? People saying Halloween packs. Reese Beckett's Halloween packs. Could they drop Halloween packs? Could that be something nifty they could do? You know what B stands for? What does B stand for? What does the B stand for? For those who haven't got a clue what he's on about, this is the B he's referring to. Go on, what's this nonsense going to be that's come out of your mouth next? What is this B going to be? Blades, wink, wink, fucking hell. Not sure why, but debating buying my 4th striker this week. I only own one club. I mean, you could buy him and then loan him back out again. Or you're just going to keep all 4 strikers on your team. That might be a bit excessive. 101 subs. Get in there. I didn't see we had 101. Bosh. Big up the ton. Ton plus. A century. 27 rated, 75 overall. Bosh. So Blades is actually winning a game of football. Wow. We haven't seen this much today. Cooked by the wyverns. Samina mina waka waka I love this game, Blades. I just love this game. Tactical change coming in for you. How long have we got to the Plat games? 8 minutes. 8 minutes, that's fine. I'm not worried. You will bottle job it like normal. What do you mean, mate? You're the one in trouble right now, mate. I'll probably lose my next league match, to be fair. I've got to focus on the cup tomorrow. And I'm playing second place tomorrow in the league, so... I don't know what my schedule looks like for the rest of the season either. I know I briefly saw when I'm playing you on November the 8th, but I'm not sure how the remaining games fall for me. Yeah, Hamilton, Cincinnati. I always get Cincinnati right at the start, man. I hate it. Lagos before Hamburg's quite nice. And I'm ending on Duff again as Marvelous City. That's 2 seasons in a row I've ended on Duff. Wow. Don't understand how Cincinnati's that bad, man. Zamina mina he he waka waka he he. You might be first, dude. Who gives a fuck? 2 goals past your goalkeeper, we snug. We got there in the end. Congrats, Blades, on the win here, mate. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to put that on the screen there. Sorry. Sorry. Let's just move on. Oh dear. Enjoy. I'm gonna revel in it, mate. I'm gonna find all the messages you sent me on Discord today, and just forward them, reply to them with those messages. Right, we're gonna have the Blades versus Frage on the left, and we're gonna have Palmer versus Joker on the right. This is gonna be a hell of a bunch of Plat games. Looking forward to this. Can players get retirement symbol any age from 28? From 29 onwards. 29 onwards. So, a player can throw their retirement symbol up between the ages of 29 and 30. No, 29 and 40? Yeah, 29 and 40. Because you get 3 years, including the year they release their retirement on. And the oldest retirement is 42, so therefore 42, 41, 40 is the oldest they can do it on. The players we get now in packs, they have an average retirement age of 35, therefore they'll throw up their symbol at 33. No, Is it 33 or it'll be 32? They don't play that final season, do they? No, so it'll be 30, 32 is the earliest or the average retirement age. I'll throw it up. So Palmer, yours on the right hand side. Zoota, if you want to run a prediction for the Ballers game, feel free. There's still a couple minutes till the lineups are out as yet. The lineups will be out in a minute. Sorry, which one should I put it? Oh, sorry. Just make that full screen. Just reel it in. 1 for the Mustangs, 2 for the Wyverns. Can never be my Wyverns. Imagine losing to Sheffield. You got lucky, bruv. You scored a pen. Here we go. Here come the excuses. You got lucky. Oh, rigged. Oh, because you're a streamer. Oh. Just bought a 75 overall striker for $24. Nice. He has 9% in stone already agreed, so that's tasted 600. 600. Bosh. So, this is the lineup for Fraj. You kickoff glitched me. Did I, ref? Not having this. This isn't an all-Italian side. I don't want to watch this. Then we've got this as the Sheffield team. Fraj hasn't won a game in 5. Blaze hasn't won a game in 3. On the right-hand side here, we've got BFC Manchester, which, Palmer, remind me, this is 2nd v 3rd, right? You're 2nd with Barcelona, and then Manchester is 3rd, right? Fucking hell. Yeah, 2nd v 3rd. BFC Manchester managed by Yoka. I think he's managed a couple of them for, the BFC teams for quite a few seasons now. 93s across the board, 94, very strong Platt side. And the BFC Barcelona looks like it's a couple of rotations in there. That Cam, Zion and Hoss, 2 big players. Llewellyn, I'm guessing that is a centre-back. Flores, Wall, a couple of, how many ultimates we got? 1, 2, 3, 4 ultimates in this team compared to just the 1, which is Pata Baraya. Both gone for the goalkeeper captain as well, which is interesting. Madi Hosseini's a crazy grower. So we've got a 4-1-2-on-2 versus a 4-3-3 attack. And on the other side, we've got the 4-3-3 defense versus 4-2-4. Looks near enough 50-50 on the prediction side to it with the channel points. Kev's voting for BFC Manchester. Palmer's the biggest backer of BFC Barcelona, of course. Kev, show yourself in chat so people can see the number 1 next to your name. This is Platt, Ryan, yeah. So on the left, we've got Fraj versus Blade. On the right, we've got 2 of the Dow teams next to each other. Super. Little bully. You said you struggled against 4-3-3s. That is true. You're just using what was said that you said against him. It was giving the insider information. It's like a Magic coming out saying, we don't play well against these. You should still say, you will do well, King. Right. Good luck to the 4 of you. The BFC battle on the right. Blades versus Fraj on the left. Fraj, of course, rocking the Italian pitch design. Wouldn't be anything less, really, would it? Those European Championship pitches do look nice. This is a proper if Carlsberg did MFL. That realisation when you forgot to add to your Dapper wallet where you already had money in, but instead you just used the good old bank card. Good old bank card. Ever reliable bank card. Have we had a highlight yet in this BFC game? Is it going to be a snooze fest? 20 minutes in. What are the stats saying? Fucking hell. Simeone kind of clash. Yo, come on, guys. Like, give us a highlight in this first half, will ya? Blades, what a... Hello, nil-nil, Irang. There's been a couple of fouls, couple yellows. I say, there's been a couple a yellow. Oh, come on, we can't go. Here we go. Here we go. With 35 minutes and we get our first highlight. With Manchester on the ball. Playing it around the back. That little U-shape style. Long ball over the top. Bang! Baraya smashes it over. And now we just snooze to not get another highlight till 70th minute. He absolutely smashed that. Yeah, you're 0.01 XG. That was tough and rough. I return my Dapper account as my transfer budget, raise it to $73, selling all players saving for money to replace retirement. Sensible strategy. Buying when you need to, not when you just want to. 2-0 here's, you reckon? No one's put... Oh, someone has put a prediction for a draw, and that is Blades. We've got 5 shots, even though we only saw one of them. I'd like to see where some of the other shots came from. That's a horrible first half. It was over in 2 minutes, that first half. Defensive sliders to 0. Mega compact and deep. Oh, 1-0 for Fraj's team. And 1-0 for BFC Manchester. Yun Hua. Both matches having goals at the same time on stream. Not same time in terms of minutes. Because the BFC game is 55 minutes in compared to the 30 minutes of the Blades Fraj match. Offside. Shouts the ref. He's going to get booked from the sidelines if he keeps giving it lip to the fourth official here. Is Rodgers leaving Celtic? Well, but having a torrid time. Off the crossbar for BFC Barcelona. You can send them player offers, Cameron. You can send player offers. Not all clubs, just player offers. Blades 2-0 down. Ugo Monti doubling the lead for Bologna. Tactical change coming in for the away side. That Llewellyn doesn't need to track the runner there. Kept him on side for quite a while. Jimbo voiceover for FIFA-esque commentary. Just only a couple cliche things you can say. Why is he so deep? Ryan, don't you dare. Oh, Blades at the crossbar and in. 2-1. To be fair, it feels like that game should be in the 90th minute, but it's not. Oh, can the high press force a mistake? It does. Sign with the long range effort. Lucif with a comfortable save in the end. Things you can say in bed and MFL. Well, that was fucking dreadful. And there's the equaliser. Madi Hosseini grabbing the equaliser in the 85th minute. Hoss hossing it around, hossing it in the back of the net. Are we going to see a winner in this BFC derby? It's a pen, ref! It's a pen! That's a pen, no? It's a pen. Hoss, 87th minute. Can he convert? He can. The keeper gets fingertips to it, but he's not keeping that out. Hoss may have just won this derby for BFC Barcelona. 4 minutes of additional time. A minimum, folks. A minimum. Get everyone up the pitch, say Manchester. It's a corner. Whipped in. Off the line. Was that by Llewellyn? Or was a clearance near enough? It looked like he was heading in. Looks like some would say against the odds a bit from watching the game. BFC Barcelona have resulted in winners. Palmer, congrats, sir. That was a bit of a squeaky bum time, and you did leave a little bit late. 86th and 89th minute goals. What's the stats, Chief? Well, I look at those stats and go, they're probably relatively even. Pretty even stats, if you ask me. If we remove the 0.76 for the pen and we half that, for example, because a pen will skew the XG in this case. How this game finished, and their game's only in the 70th minute. But a 2-1 win for BFC Barcelona in the BFC derby. How does that leave Plat League 2? How is Deportivo Quito getting on against K Socios? Deportivo Quito winning out 2-0, so they will maintain their 1 point advantage at the top of the league. Closely followed by BFC Barcelona, who will be 1 point behind. So that's not updated yet. Basel winning out 2-1. They're creeping up on BFC Manchester, who drop... What's it going to be now? 5 points off second. A fairly sizable gap. But still on that third place position nonetheless. That's big. Already starting to see a little bit of separation there here from Deportivo Quito and BFC Barcelona. So both teams will be liking that. Why don't you just update, man? The game's already done. League table takes so long to update. Come on, Gaffer. Update. How have you lost again? Blade, it's not been your day, has it, fella? It has not been your day whatsoever. You could argue a 2-1, probably a bit harsh. 7 saves for their goalkeeper. Satori with an 8.8. Your keeper's had a stinker. We've got to think of a diamond game to watch now. Blades, where does this put you? Oh, that was a 6-pointer, really, weren't it? You needed to win that, or at least get something from it. Here we go. There's the final standings for Plat League 2. Deportivo Quito, 25 points. 1 point behind BFC Barcelona. 5 points, behind them, BFC Manchester. So this top two are getting away, and you've always got kind of a third and fourth pulling away from fifth and below. With MFL, Manjimbuti, Sergeant Destroyer. What have you just clipped here, by the way? What did he say? It's funny because you've clipped that, James, and the last word's not included in it. So it doesn't make much sense. Right. Let's pick up a diamond game. We've got one happening in 1 minute. Oh, remove the Flint division from the top there, please. Please. I don't like it. And I'll move myself back over to the top of the here again. Right. Who have we got? Ossian again, ole ole. Ossian again, ole ole. Who put the ball in the Manchester net? Who put the ball in the Manchester net? Who put the ball in the Manchester net? Marty fucking Ossian. Half of fucking Barcelona, even though there's one player who scored 2. Right, which Diamond game should we watch? I feel like we'll watch Bob. Bob's an exciting team to watch. Sorry, Sid, we're going to watch Bob. Bob's an exciting team. He's not playing a 4-2-4 though. Boo! I wanted a 4-2-4. Bob, the current first place position holder in Diamond for Season 9. Doing a superb job. 2 points ahead of second, I believe, which is MetaMercs. Shock. Zarate. How does Diamond level defending let that happen? Feels like it was it Theo Walcott versus Newcastle when he was at Arsenal, when he like fell over, kept running, then scored. About like that sort of thing. Pulled a 4-2-4 today. Let's watch Bob. Oh, you pulled a 4-2-4, Sid. I feel like 4-2-4 at this level. Oh, what a bit! Oh, that is an unbelievable goal. That reminds me of Arsenal versus bloody Norwich. Look at that. That is some goal. Wow, fair play, Sylvain Francois. Yeah, the tools the MFL community produce are crazy. But I wouldn't expect MFL to release a tool or something that lets you see how far... It's not how far your players can progress, it's just how many more stats do they need to increase. That's all information that they give us the information and we can build the tools. Or 2-1. 2-1. Zarate with his second, Como down the right, swings it in. Number 3 at the back there for the Lions, loses his man. Zarate smashes it in. 2-1. Second time's the charm. I'll look at that afterwards, Hammers. Yeah, I guess having it as maybe like a separate page where you know that like they've been sort of confirmed by MFL. But I guess if they've been approved by MFL, people might still like view them as sort of like MFL related, where technically I know no one in the MFL is a bad actor, but what happens if MFL was to approve something and that person then becomes a bad actor? Do you then blame MFL because they've approved it? Is it better they just stay community based? But I think things like MFL Assistant, MFL Stats, the Metafixer Lab, the extension, they're all great. And it's also like healthy competition to try and beat each other as well. Like there was one called MFL Base, which MFL Stats sort of came over and took it over a bit in terms of like beating it out with their functionality. Half time, 2-1 to Bob. Been a pretty even game. They've scored with their only 2 shots on target, but second goal was pretty straightforward. First goal, poor defending from the Lions, but Sid up 3-1. Bosh, up the Sid. Oh, 3-1. It's always inevitable that Beckman's going to score, right? It's a similar goal to how the second one was. Fullback down the wing, comes right into the box. No one decides to challenge him, and you can't pass it to one of the best strikers in the game 6 yards out and not expect a goal. X by X up on Brian. Comes right into... Oh, God damn it. And the most shocking thing with me coming from Surrey, they're all free. Is it MFL Scout? Which... Shut up, Ride. Was it MFL Scout or something like that? Which would basically like track all of the progressing players. And that was like... Is that still around? $40 a month or something, wasn't it? $20 a month? Something like that? And you could basically view all like the highest progressing players. Was it MFL Scout? I don't know who owned that. Oh, the profile doesn't even exist anymore on Twitter, so I'm not sure it's been taken. It must be taken down. Oh, what a block off the line from Dinich. Why would you pay it? I don't know why you would pay it, but for some people they want to see who the highest progressing players are, like early, so they can maybe get a good offer in for them, and then, you know, it's basically weighing around to see if all the players across MFL, which ones are progressing the fastest. Ryan, I'm not dumb. Who is Brian? Am I being dumb? If everyone had it, they'd have no value. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Of course, yeah. Sorry, I forgot his name was Brian. I guess my response could have been okay, yeah, sure. That's how I should have done. Sid 4-2 up. Oh my god, how's Beckman missed that? Wow. Yeah, you had okay, yeah, sure, yeah. I really forgot that his name was Brian. Trying to think of who else I knew that was called Brian. Bob, what a result, sir. What a result. 3-1. So, let's have a look. Tango Harmony. Tango's having a stinker. Big Wilbert, where are you, sir? Roma, Hertha 1-0. Sid 4-2, as we said. The 4-2-4 Solmaz. What a throwback of a player he is. What idea is he again? Yeah. Solmaz is a OG. Ronan Sturge Drew, really? 5-2. Wow. Oh my word. Bob is going to be going into the mid-season break. Top of the league. For 100%. I can't not look at Riccione Milano and not see Scrub. I'm sorry. I just cannot see anyone else but Scrub. Scrub's always owned that club. So that means Bob will be top of the league come mid-season. Let's move my thingy out of the way. Bob versus Roden next. Yeah, you're right. Huge game. If Bob's to not lose that is incredible. That's huge if he does. You're more than welcome, Zuta. The 4-2-4. Look at that. Bob is 5 points clear. Won his last 5 in a row. Meta Mercs 4 points behind. I think if Bob doesn't lose to Meta Mercs, I think, well, it's still second half of the season. It's still so many games, but puts him in a really strong position. Riccione Milano third. Yes, Bob. Bob's in the YouTube chat. Yes, sir. Bob, we just watched your game. Huge from you. It's a long way to go. Indeed, it is. That's why I wanted to say, and I want to caveat what I'm saying, but we've still got a second half of the season to go yet. But it's probably a nice feeling knowing that you're going to be top of the league for the mid-season break. If you'd probably said to you, you know, before the season started, you'll be 4 points clear with 1 game left before the mid-season break, you'd probably bet any of our hands off, or all of our hands, in fact, off for that opportunity. So, you know, stay in the course. But Shane Milano's there or thereabouts, XVIX. You know, they're only 1 point behind Meta. As it turns out, Beckman is really good when you have 4 other ultimates feeding him. Yeah, he missed a sitter as well there at 3-1 up. Any results that keep me outside relegation is fine for me. Yeah, I mean, what happened in the Tango Harmony? I can't imagine this was too equal. This must have been one-sided towards Tango, no? Wow, what is the overrules here? I kind of rotated up top. I don't really know. Just would have thought that there'd be more in it. Correa? Is he wasting away in Tango? Someone help him, someone recover him. Could this be Big Wilbert and his Tango team getting relegated for the first time in the franchise's history? From Diamond. I bet you were, Bob. But I think you'd be yelling even more if it was like 2-1 or 1-1 or you're losing 1-0. But fortunately you were 3-1 up, so wasn't a huge miss. But still, regardless though, that's amazing. Right, before we wrap things up, we're gonna do a kickoff pack giveaway. So if you're on Twitch, you can do !raffle. Give me a sec. If you're on YouTube, Bob, if you want to get involved, just say, and I'll add your name to the wheel or to the raffle thingy we'll do. So you can get involved as well. !raffle now. I'll just put it in there. I'll give you guys like a minute. 1 pack, 1 minute. That seems fair. I'm going to copy and paste these names into my little raffle application I've built. So once I copy them over, that is the cutoff. That's the cutoff. Of course, raffle now. I'll add you, Bob. For the pack drop stream on Wednesday, we'll have both like Twitch and YouTube doing for raffle. But for the sake there's only be a couple people on YouTube, I might as well just type your names in instead. Bob Flynn. So we're going to be 1 pack today. Keep it nice and simple. We've got the pack drop stream on Wednesday. We'll be giving away a bunch of stuff as well. So tax the rich. So don't worry. If you don't win anything today, we've got plenty of other opportunities throughout the streams and pack drops, etc. So right, going to give you guys 5 seconds. Right. The timer is up. Let's copy these over. Copy eligible entries. So you guys have seen this before, the little raffle bands blades. So make sure we've got Bob, Jacob, Zutek, Kev, Slippery Fish, Alex, Ryan, Nathan Blades, Bongiano, Cameron, Sid, Tralex, and Bakig. We'll do a kickoff pack. Right. Good luck. Kickoff pack. Drawing the winner. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Sid. 87 bits. Congrats to you, sir. Does he need it in diamond? Tax the rich. No, I'm joking. Congrats, Sid. I'll just pop that into inventory. You won't have to worry about it. We'll just send it straight in. Thought I'd won then. Oh, Cameron, you've been mistaken. But I'll pop that straight into your inventory, so you won't have to worry about accepting any offers. I can just send it straight in, which is nice. So, Sid the Wonder Kid. It's like the IRS giving a donation to Amazon. Do a common player pack? Okay. We'll do a common player pack as well. So let's... This one's going to be from Zuta. I'll remove Sid from this. Zuta, you know the rules. Only if it hits you, you're... let me just write down Sid. If Zuta wins, he has to double the amount of packs, so that's fine. That's the rule. The rule, Cameron, is if someone donates a pack, if it lands on them and they want to take part, if it lands on them, it's double the amount of packs. So, all right, let's draw the winners for the common player pack. It's Ryan. He said last time he didn't want to win the pack. He generously passed it on. The man who says feels Pumpkin Man. He's not putting rigged in here anymore because he just won a common reward pack. So congrats to you, Ryan. It's because he complimented my sword. Oh my word, it is. Compliments to the donor, not chef. Right, folks. Half a chat's gone brilliant. Before we wrap things up, I always got to say a big thank you to all of those who have subbed on the stream today. So that's MMD 9th gifting 1 sub, and Snake the Goat gifting out 5 subs. Let's see what this little MFL tweet was about Halloween thingy. Maybe it's an event. Hand on heart, hands on the Corinthians crest. I haven't got a clue what it is. So maybe we'll see tomorrow. Halloween is on Friday, and the mid-season transfer window and break still happens on Friday. Cameron, I don't. Genuinely, brother. If I did, I would have tried to maybe give you guys a little bit of a clue. I genuinely don't know. I would have loved to try and drop a hint in there. I genuinely don't know. So, good luck in the... I don't, honestly. Boys, I don't. I ain't got a Scooby-Dooby. He winked, I saw it. Tomorrow, good luck in the final matches of the groups for the IMFF Cup. But do remember, folks, tomorrow is a double game day. There usually is only cup games on a Tuesday before the mid-season break. But yeah, remember it's a league game as well. So just remember that. So make sure you set your tactics up. Good luck for the cup games, as I just said. Got the pack drop stream on Wednesday. There'll be no quiz for it because we'll be doing the knockout club kit maker tournament. But don't worry, we'll still be doing sick prizes throughout. So an hour before the pack drop is on Wednesday. Come onto Twitch, come onto YouTube, where you are now. We'll have raffles, we'll have giveaways, we'll have MFL, we'll have packs, we'll have players, lots of great stuff. So we'll have a great time like we always do, and we'll try and get some packs, and we can open packs on stream as well. So without further ado, we're going to play that Champions League music. When the Champions League music ends, so will the stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Good night, folks. I'm going to need 6 points from 1 cup match. I've got something to tell you, Cameron. It's not good news, brother. No problem for the stream, Bongiano. And thanks for showing your last stream. No, you're more than welcome, sir. Football Heritage is gone, I know. I know. We'll just do a bigger quiz for the next one instead. Kev. Which will be a pre-season 10. Dun, 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 dun. The champion. Wow. Please. Good night, folks. See you on Wednesday.